Welcome to Dance Mogul Magazine. We are live at the Elements Dance Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello everyone, how y'all doing? I'm Big Mike, formerly of Day 26.
Okay. Can you just give our audience some background information about yourself?
Okay. Well, I was on a show called Making a Band 4. I did 4 seasons of MTV Making a Band. I was signed to Sean P. Diddy Combs, Bad Boy Records. I had 2 gold albums, toured the country. We had BT Awards. We won a lot of awards, stuff like that. And we pretty much did a lot of things that a lot of people dream about doing. So I was very fortunate, very blessed to be able to go out and sing and to dance and just to live my dreams.
Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit because young people, they always want to know about the come up because that's
Right.
always important for them so that they could try to evaluate where they are. When did you first realize that you wanted to make something with your life?
Well, I knew I was gonna make something out of my life when I was 3 years old. That's when I started singing. I started singing at 3. I was actually doing concerts on the school bus at 4. So I was like entertaining everyone on a regular. By the time I was 4 years old, when I could talk and move and interact, I was singing and making people happy or sad or just bringing them through something. And so it's always been a part of me. So I never knew about the life of it being like a fame thing or like just singing for multitudes of people, other than the people from my city in small Gaffney, South Carolina. So, but from that point, like my entire family sings though, so it was just a part of what we done.
And at what age did you bring the dancing into the picture?
I started dancing. It was just a natural gift. Once I got into junior high school, in high school I started to step and to dance. So I created a step team in high school. But in junior high school I started to dance more. So from that point it just led into me stepping, and from that it led into more dancing. And once I started the step team, the first ever step team in our school, started in high school. Just kept going from there. It never stopped.
When you started to get connected to the industry as far as your music and your whole performance and everything, did you start to feel yourself change in terms of the way it was making you feel now that you were starting to feel what success felt like? Was it starting to change you?
It didn't change me. I don't really think success changes people. It enhances who you are. Like a lot of people don't really know who they are until they get to where they're trying to get to. And then it shows them who they really are. A lot of people, put up different, based on your situation, you got to be this person. Based on your situation, you're this person. So, when you become successful, you tend to keep yourself around successful people or try to be around those kind of people or just to keep that good energy, that positive energy around you. But for me, I don't feel like I changed. I heard it a lot. I don't think that I changed, but I really don't think so.
When you were in the middle of doing all the things that you were doing, you had to take dictation from different people. They had to give you instructions. Okay, well, we want you to do this. You got to do that. You got to perform here. How did that make you feel now? All of a sudden, you bombarded by all these different people, and you got to pretty much listen to what all these people are saying.
Right. It didn't really make me feel any kind of way. Like on the show, like a lot of people did, they would, give criticism out, and people didn't respond to it in the right ways. I was pretty much raised in the old-fashioned way, so I didn't have a choice but to listen. My grandparents said something, you had to do it. So my ears were always open, so I had to. That's the first thing about me. I'm very. I observe before I speak about something, because everybody wants to talk, everybody wants to chat, everybody wants to chime in on something, but not everybody takes the time to listen to everybody in the room to figure out, okay, what's gonna be sufficient to make everybody come together as one. So, what can you do to make this person okay, this person okay, this person okay, to get the ball rolling. So, for me, taking orders from people was just a way to get to where I wanted to get to, so it didn't bother me at all.
But that's one of the things that a young person would need to know, that they are going to have to be willing to
Right.
be a good listener and also take instructions.
Exactly.
From somebody.
You're never going to start on top. nobody ever started on top of anything. So you always have to work your way up from any position, whether it's corporate America, whether it's entertainment, whether it's working fry boy at McDonald's. You know, no matter what, you're always gonna have to start from somewhere to where you're gonna have to prove yourself. So even if you came in how we came in, smoking flying and on a TV show, we had a lot given to us, but we still had to work our way up.
Okay. And when you made those accomplishments, did it feel the way that you thought that it would?
Truthfully, I really didn't think about it. I don't really think about the accomplishments that I have until someone asks me about it. That's pretty much when it comes back in my mind. Then I start to think, because I don't even have them hanging up in my house. So when I get old enough to look back, and then I want to be able to say, oh, okay, so I did do something. Then I can put it all out there. But until then, like, whatever I do, that's just a stepping stone for what's next.
So for now and in the future, what can people expect from you?
Well, what's next for Big Mike is just expecting. I have a new EP that's coming out, and just new music. I have a single already out called "How Do I Go On," available online, anywhere, and a music video also, which will follow. And from that point, just expect me doing a lot of tours. I'll be coming to a college near you. I just did all the colleges in North Carolina and South Carolina. So I'm going to take it to Virginia and Atlanta next. And so that's
You gonna be dancing in the video?
Oh, it's gonna be dancing and all. You'll see me perform tomorrow here at Eementz.
Okay.
At Eementz Convention. You'll have your own sneak peek, your own little prime time performance right there.
Okay. And a final question before we close. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Chuck.
Oh, Chuck Maldonado is a great guy. I met Chuck, actually, funny story, me and Dr. Gore, who was TGB's father, we were sitting in the house one day, because I work with the boys, and once he just said, he read like a Kappa magazine that comes out every week or every month, and he seen Chuck Maldonado, and he seen this guy, all his accolades and everything. He was like, Big Mike, I'm gonna get him, Big Mike, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get him here. I said, Doc, I don't know, Doc, he got a lot going on. I don't know about you getting him here. That's what he said. I'm gonna get him here, but I'm gonna tell you, I swear to God, I'm gonna get him here. And true enough, the next day, I came back, he said, I got in touch with him. He coming next week. Do you believe it? So once he got there, I mean, Chuck had already knew about me, and I knew some things about him because I worked with pretty much every choreographer that's gonna be here. I've already worked with him before, except for Chuck. So it was kind of funny when we actually met, like, because I knew everyone he ever knew and worked with all of them except for him. So once he actually came in, and we finally got to work together. So he actually works with me now and on my solo project. So it's just, Chuck is just a great guy. He's anything I've ever asked from him, or when I don't even ask, he just volunteers. He's just a kind, giving guy. And you don't really find too many of those people, because I see a lot of people in this industry, and they have hidden agendas.
Yes.
And just it's good to see people that's just genuine about just helping.
I agree with that too.
Right.
And one final question: is there anyone that you'd like to thank that helped you through your life?
My family, my mom, Barbara Johnson, my mom, and just my entire family in general, because of them, my grandma and my grandpa, I know who I am. I was able to stay grounded. This industry is not able to change me. It's not able to change me into what they want me to be. It's not able to turn me into something that for the bad. I'll never be able to do something against my morals, against what I believe in, because I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I chalk all that up to a great family, being raised right. So just my family, pretty much, just because, like, with that knowledge, I've never went astray.
That's good. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time.
No problem. Thank y'all.